He's a perverted asshole. I can't get over that.
Ruined forever.
Yes, actually.
I am angry, but then I remember we still have the games.
Right.
So we gonna have her smoke it.
I'm gonna have her smoke it when I can mix a red one with a green one and get my ass kicked that badly.
I wonder how long it takes. Oh! Oh, my ass.
Time for weed.
Anyway, here's a puzzle. You see those bookcases outside?
Indeed.
Take a look at this. Look familiar, no?
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Easiest puzzle, one of the easiest puzzles in Resident Evil history. I shit you not. It's supposed to be really complex and simple. Just push these two farthest along. I may be remembering this wrong, so I'm more than willing to listen to our subscribers on this one. Is it possible that if you run fast enough to sneak in between two of those bookcases, you can get crushed? I could have sworn that happened to me once before.
I wouldn't count on it, but it may be a possibility. I don't recall ever getting crushed ever in any Resident Evil game, so...
So what exactly did you get?
I got me a Serpent Stone. I feel like I just won a prize on Legends of the Hidden Temple. But I didn't figure it out. After a while, you know how they like auctioned off parts of the set?
Really?
Yeah.
And the zombies are the temple guards.
Oh shit.
See, there they come. You don't have a pendant of life, don't you?
No, I just got a good old-fashioned 6-shooter. That's more than any of those pussies could ever claim.
You have a Colt SAA.
The Colt Single Action Army.
6 shots is more than enough to kill anything that moves. See that? He fell. See that? He actually only hit him with 2 shots, but he fell over from the rest.
Are you gonna give the Dr. Loomis excuse from Halloween 2?
What?
I shot him 6 times. I shot him at the heart. He's not human.
Whenever he comes back.
Anyway, one thing about Resident Evil 2 onward, the series got a lot more actionized from this point. In other words, it's not completely impossible to have like a shit ton of ammunition before games end.
Yeah, that's actually another thing I wanted to bring up, because there are many times where I go on many internet forums, and with every new Resident Evil game that comes out, especially after 4, they say that each game is subsequently ruining the Resident Evil franchise because it's more action than it is survival horror. When in reality, they've been doing that since 2.
Exactly.
But
see, here's the thing. As much as I don't want to really make that claim as much as I should,
yeah,
one of the few points where they're legitimately right is Resident Evil 5, because while I can understand the monsters having some degree of whacking me with melee objects,
yeah,
I kind of draw the line of getting shot at with automatics.
Yes. Very true. I agree with that.
That was one of the biggest
I think I would
downfalls
draw a line when they start shooting at me.
Yeah, that to me, because that's kind of like telling me, hey, guess what? Now you're playing Gears of War. I'm like, Gears of War's is a pretty good franchise. I've played a few myself, but
I'm not here to play Gears of War. I'm here to play Resident Evil.
Exactly.
That's my understand. But the other thing is, though, I have problems with Mook shooting guns at me in a Resident Evil game, but I'm perfectly okay with BOWs. You know, like creatures, like experiments.
Yeah, we're gonna meet one of them that does that later.
Nemesis.
Yeah. We got a lighter, and we're gonna put that away. And thank you for spoiling Elliot. Yes, we'll fight Nemesis in Resident Evil 3.
Everyone knows who Nemesis is.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? I like what Elliot does here when it comes to Let's Plays, not treating our viewers like idiots.
Indeed.
Anyway, this is the secretary's diary of the secretary. One of the most unluckiest positions to have when your boss is a serial rapist. Anyway, she mentions how she moved one of the statues and it really pissed off the chief. And yet again, here's another one. Here she starts questioning where he's getting the money to pay for it all. Admittedly, that's a good question. But job security and all that, you know, hard times. Anyway, this time she finds a really disturbing painting we're going to see later on, which is basically a nude woman getting burned or bound, and he finds it appealing.
Some I always wondered in like movies and games, the secretary is always a female.
Yeah, I mean, I have to admit, male secretaries are a rare job.
That's a good point. I never thought about that. Are there male
secretaries? Do not kill these zombies.
Why not?
They'll be gone later.
Oh, okay.
But what happens if you do kill them?
You waste bullets.
Waste ammunition.
Oh.
That's an overpressing sound hallway for no damn reason. In the meanwhile, crows.
Bird.
Starbird. I'm probably gonna get pecked here.
You can actually get
meanwhile,
pecked.
Run or you're never more than the mouth.
You made it.
Anyway, I'm going to spoil some of... I'm going to talk about the zapping mechanic when we get to it, when there's a real legitimate point for it. But I will say that it was very, very poorly implemented. What it was trying to do was, whatever you do in one scenario affects the other and vice versa.
Yes.
it doesn't fully do that sometimes, and it absolutely fails in terms of gameplay and story integration. Try not to kill these zombies either. You're only here once, and you'll never come back here ever again.
Hey, look at me! I can run.
Yeah, what Matt's getting into is that when you're playing both scenarios, you're not exactly playing the same game twice. There are numerous differences.
Yeah. Hell, even the storyline sort of plays out a bit differently depending on the two.
Yes. So when I get to playing Leon's scenario, I'm not going to be doing all the same things that Matt's doing.
Right. Hey, a bow gun of our own. Now, the bow gun is supposed to be theoretically a unique gun for Claire, but it really kind of sucks in my opinion.
I never really used it.
Wait, why exactly is it called a bow gun? Isn't it
It
just
shoots
called
arrows.
It shoots arrows.
Isn't it just called a crossbow?
Crossbow, bow gun, take your pick.
Automatic crossbow.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Zombies in a load screen. No, that's a dick move, Capcom.
Its intestines are hanging out.
Yeah, they one thing I do like in terms of the artistic value is how they try to differentiate the zombies' appearances.
Yeah.
Resident Evil 3 takes it to an absolute extreme and does a really good job on it.
Can you... You can't go through that door at all, though.
No.
But the zombies are always going to be there.
Yeah.
So even if you were to some way maneuver around them, you open that door again, more zombies come out?
No, if you kill them, they don't want to take... She won't take the risk and try to go back out there.
That's kind of like a realistic kind of thing, you know, because like you open it, then like zombies come out, so then like why would you try and go through it again?
Exactly.
Unless the door was the exit.
It would clearly say exit on top.
It kind of does, though. It's just that you don't go out there again because you're like, oh man, there's too many zombies.
Fearful assumption.
Right. Now that we got the valve handle, we twist it, and then we got to rupture the tank, which is needed to put out this helicopter fire. I can imagine Claire looking at the helicopter going, how do you fuck this up?
Well, luckily this helicopter crashed in a convenient location right above a water tower. Right below a water tower, I'm sorry.
We're going to find out how that got there, and we're going to be slapping our heads silly.
There's a file in the helicopter.
I'll be damned if there was, but no. Some more impractical. Bullets.
How did they not explode? I don't know.
Now, if you put alcohol in the bullets, would it make flaming bullets?
No.
No.
I don't know why we stuttered so goddamn long to answer that.
The alcohol would immediately burn off as soon as you shoot the gun.
Yeah.
What happens if you pour alcohol in the gun?
You have a really wet gun.
Then you ruin the gun.
Yeah. You have soggy bullets.
Soggy?
Soggy, really?
No, you're not going to have
Bullet
soggy
crunch, part of a daily
Herbs.
breakfast.
bullets. Zombies love it. I remember 3 out of 5 zombies agree. It blew their minds.
Kids tested, zombies do not approve.
Meanwhile, we're down here in the middle of nowhere. There's a little ambient moaning and all that shit. There's herbs. I'm not going to get them yet. Don't need them. No space. Anyway, welcome to an actual police room. Look, a room that actually does look like something you'd see in a police station. Accuracy? Holy shit.
Fuck. Who the hell is
What
that?
is that?
Oh, that was not such a bad joke.
That looks just like the... Now I don't think it's...
Remember that safe I told you about earlier, kiddies?
Yep. 2236.
And we get
Whoa.
acid rounds, which I personally love. And something too little too late, the police station map.
Which doesn't require a pocket.
Right. My odds are stacked against me.
I honestly thought you were going to take out the grenade launcher.
That would be a waste.
It's something I do.
And you're always wondering why you don't have any of the good ammo later on.
Matt, because
that's
you're
wrong.
the
That's so wrong.
You're the 90s anti-hero, I'm the actionized 80s guy.
What am I?
It's not about aiming, it's just about what you shoot.
What am I? So what am I then?
You are pretty much Mr. Body in a game of Clue.
Oh well, fine. Fine.
I'm sorry.
How long are we in a recording?
How long have we been in recording? Let's find out. 44 minutes. Making good time.
Wow.
Yes, we are.
And I'm actually not getting hurt as much.
See, I have faith in you.
Somewhat.
No, I have total faith in Matt.
I have faith, Matt.
During our during our first run through, when me and Matt first did this game, Matt didn't die at all.
Right.
So, just do it
Shouldn't
again.
die this time. Anyway.
Come on.
Stock scream. What?
I think she just realized now, well after the fact, that there's a helicopter blocking her way. Oops.
What?
There's a key item in there, which I can't get.
You talking about the inside the what? The helicopter?
No, we're talking about just plain in general. My pockets are full.
Oh, you gotta go back to the chest.
Yeah.
Where's the chest?
Alright, I'm just gonna say this right now. Resident Evil 4 has the best inventory system ever.
I agree.
Agreed.
Absolutely. That's what makes it so
Completely
lovable.
agree.
That was one of... And as a matter of fact, 5 went backwards, and that ended up being the greatest fault of the series.
And from what I've played in the demo, 6 is not doing much better.
Oh, no.
Acid rounds.
No, not acid rounds yet. No, Elliot. Acid rounds are like a date with a girl on Saturday night. You treat her right. Unless you're just going to go bust a nut.
Dang, you don't need anybody for that.
No, sometimes you just get some sex for some sex. And frankly, if it's just sex you want, you don't really care.
If anybody finds that this is grossing out Elliot, he's 17.
I would never use an analogy of a gun to a date on Saturday night.
You have no right here in
baby.
America.
When I cock my gun?
Elliot, you have no right to say that here in the United States of Jeebus.
So I guess you would have to kind of, you know...
What are you, one of them liberal hippie supporters?
No, I was going to say, if you're going to use a gun as a penis euphemism, you really have to use either a Beretta or a Glock. You wouldn't say a revolver, because I don't think you have 6 nuts. If you do, you're a freak of nature. You belong in the X-Men. There's Chibi, yes, 6 nuts.
Trying to think which is the right way to go. No, I know where I'm going this way, this time around. We are going to go back and play in the west area. Why? Because there are a few important things I need to get over there.
At least there's a ladder.
Ever the optimist.
Resident Evil 2 clearly trumps Resident Evil 1 because, fuck, come on guys, ladder.
Yeah, right?
This game has a ladder.
I do like the R.P.D's theme, but again, it does take away some of the harm.
Well, it's a safe area.
Yeah.
You know, pretty
For
much
now.
any area that has noticeable music is a safe area. Most of the time, it's ambient pieces. But I do like Resident Evil 2 soundtrack as a whole, though.
Yeah, I guess it has one of my favorite boss battles I've ever heard.
I think I know which one you're talking about, and I agree.
I have no idea which one you're talking about.
You'll hear it,
We'll hear it later.
and I swear you're gonna have an eargasm. In fact, my pants are getting even tighter just by thinking about it.
My jeans are faking a boner.
My jeans have a boner. Oh, yeah, fiddly
Is there a
fuck.
signature on one of the planks there? I have to look at that later.
Yeah. Believe it or not, there are a few actual Easter eggs you can find in this thing.
Do you know of any immediately offhand?
You know of Red Rum?
Red rum?
Yeah, you find that across one of the boards.
Really?
There's also Blue Coke and shit, but there's also there's a few other fun little things.
Oh, but if you remember to point them out.
Yeah.
I'd like to see it.
I forgot one important thing here. We're gonna take a small detour, and I need the lighter.
What, that way you can like the herbs?
That would be a waste. Jesus Christ! I didn't even make that power law. Anyway, we are going to go back into the police meeting room, where our finest tried to prepare logically for a zombie outbreak instead of getting the fuck out of Dodge.
Raccoon City's finest.
Or what's left of them. I hated those chairs in the 10th grade.
What, those chairs?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're supposed to be uncomfortable. Make you focus more.
Yeah, that's something I wanted to look at. Anyway, we burn Iron's tacky painting, and much to our surprise, another virgin heart.
Why the hell does that happen?
Fuck if I know. Oil doesn't probably react well to heat.
But it's out on the outer side of the fireplace.
Why would he even hide a jewel behind a picture? I mean, if you were to hide something behind a picture, I would hide a safe.
A jewel is just
Maybe the
valuable.
jewel's worth a lot. The jewel could be worth a lot.
Yeah. $2. He got it out of the vending machine.
It probably was worth $2.
Cheap irons?
You know what? It probably was worth 50 cents or something like that. But then Brian Irons came around and he bought it for like $10,000.
I'll give you 10 grand. Deal. Sucker.
Alright, we're back in the save room, and now we're
We're just dropping off the virgin
dropping
heart
off the virgin heart.
and the herb. And the lighter.
So I forgot. My memory's a little fuzzy at the moment. This game also has items that you need to examine in order to get real use out of it.
No, but they're just flavor text. For example, precinct key.
It's in the shape of a
Diamond
diamond,
key.
so now it's a diamond key.
Oops. I don't know how that happened. Anyway.
A turd. It's a piece of turd. Now it's a piece of turd.
It's like no shit.
A turd.
Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy.
Anyway, get your big guns ready for a scrap.
Well, mine aren't really that big,
We've
so...
used the diamond key.
Don't worry, Ellie, I got a grenade launcher here. I hope it...
Oh, shit.
Whoa!
They're still alive. Technically, no, they're pretty dead, but... I'm
they're
dead.
dead, Jim. There's film back there, but I really don't feel like going back there.
Why not?
Huh?
Get the film.
Wait, no, there's a different problem. I'll go get the film, but there's something else I gotta take care of first.
I never knew that Claire was also the master of unlocking.
It's the female trait.
There was
Every
only one
female...
master of unlocking.
Yeah, everybody else are just students.
So is so is Sheva the master of unlocking?
No.
She can be if they gave her a lockpick. Oh, heavens.
Sheva is the master of wasting ammo.
Oh, of course. How'd he get
Oh,
there?
he's still alive.
Not for long.
I have seen shit that'll turn you white.
That's actually really good. That's actually amazing how they did that despite the CGI technology being limited.
I could have sworn you shot him in the balls.
You did.
I think I did. Anyway, detonator.
Cool.
That's why I kind of wanted to hold off on the film a little bit.
So you can combine them and you get the bomb and detonator.
Indeed. Now we can blow up the helicopter wreckage. I don't know why Claire thinks we need to blow up the helicopter wreckage, but... Claire, I'm not gonna fuck with it.
Nope. Resident Evil. Enough said.
That's actually a much better explanation, Elliot. Very good. And in fact, later on we find out that's actually a very canonical explanation. Why is this here? Resident Evil.
Is that Mickey Mouse's hat from Fantasia?
They were trying to throw him a birthday party for Mickey Mouse.
And Moto Leon.
Your party's been canceled.
Yes, actually, in terms of storyline, this is Leon's first day on the job.
Yeah, the only reason he missed out on the zombie apocalypse and all this shit, he slept in.
Please tell me you're kidding.
No.
He's not.
Wow. That's like sleeping through a tornado.
He wasn't in
If the
town during
tornadoes were
tornado.
20 miles west of you.
There's a zombie or two back here.
Here's some sugar.
Oh.
Oh, that's some sweet sugar.
Oh, you shoved the other one into the other one.
That's cool.
Use the bow gun. Get some use out of it.
Show him what's worth. You got one.
I feel like I got one of them.
George, no!
Damn.
It's supposed to function like a shotgun,
Yeah.
but the thing is, though, is that unlike the shotgun, who calls its who you know how to use up close, and it promises to be good up close,
Yeah.
the bowgun will spread out much farther away, and you can actually end up hitting 3 zombies at one time. Each arrow is damn near as weak as damn near a bullet shot, really.
Would you say an arrow is weaker than a bullet? Weaker
Yeah.
than a bullet?
Yeah, it relies on the multiple hits to actually do some damage.
It's like in Saw, the flashlight's weaker than the lighter.
You know, and
I
so I'm
never
thinking to myself,
fucking got that.
I was about to say the flashlight's weaker than the gun's weaker than the flashlight. Holy shit! Now let's see what we've got on this piece of film.